What is it? It's bullshit. It's such a stupid concept for a film, dude. It's so stupid. Someone literally scraped the bottom of the barrel with this one. I've got a lot of hair in the way, and I'd rather not have to keep swiping it back, so I'm just gonna wax it all back. I'm just gonna use some nice, gross putty, or whatever you want to call this. Better. Alright, you know why you're here, you know why you clicked on this video, it says it right in the title, so let's just jump right in! Jump right in! I'm gonna just start as simply as I can. Do not see the Emoji Movie. Please, for the love of God, do not go and see the Emoji Movie in theaters. If you want to see it, when it comes on Redbox, pay $1 for it. You know what? That's fine. When it comes on Netflix or Hulu, go watch it there. Whatever. If you want to pirate it, definitely do that. I mean, wait. If you want to pirate it, I'm not encouraging it, but it's out of my hands. Like, it's not as if anyone can control that sort of thing, so. But point is, do not pay however much a ticket costs you. I don't know if the ticket prices are the same for any of you, but why the hell would I pay $10 to see a movie about emojis? Just let that sink in. It's a movie about emojis. Are you really so absorbed in social media and your cell phone and texting and all that garbage that you need to see a movie specifically made about emojis? Hope y'all like jump cuts, because I ramble a hell of a lot and I'm going to be using a lot of them. There are two types of people who are going to go see this movie. They're going to be bad parents who don't want any intelligence given to their children. They just want their children to be spoon-fed cheap exposition, predictable jokes, and cliched, rehashed, unoriginal movies for an hour and a half. Second group of people is going to be the ironic young crowd, which is just as bad, in my opinion. Tons of people expect this movie to be terrible, so they're going to be paying, as I said before, upwards of what, $10 per ticket? Just to have their beliefs confirmed for them. They already know it's going to be bad, yet they're going to go pay money to see this craptastic film anyway, just so they can go, oh yeah, I was right. The Emoji Movie is really bad. Why? Why do that? You already know it's going to be bad. You don't need to feed into it at all. T.J. Miller, what a piece of garbage that guy is for doing this. He knows that tons of parents are going to be taking their children en masse to see this movie, because it's bright and colorful and it's easy to grasp and yada yada yada. He knows he's going to get tons of money that way. At the same time, he's definitely been in enough projects to know that a lot of people are going to hate the hell out of this movie, but want to see it anyway, just so they can have their beliefs confirmed. There's no way he doesn't know that. I would bet money that he definitely knows that. And that's what he's counting on. But Afro, it's a kid's movie. It doesn't have to have tons of depth and subtlety behind it. Kids wouldn't be able to grasp that sort of thing. It doesn't have to be a masterpiece. I wholeheartedly disagree. Because look at a film like Wreck-It Ralph, which is also what this film happens to be copying off of, but we'll get into that in a minute. Wreck-It Ralph is animated very well. The voice acting is stellar. Lots of big names that actually do a really, really good job. The situations create a palpable sense of suspense. There's a sense of unexpectedness in many of the situations. Everything wraps itself up real nicely, but realistically at the same time. So it's good for kids, but at the same time having that kind of grittiness that older viewers would like to enjoy. And it has lots of rewatchability. Even if you know what's going to happen, there are tons of jokes that are funny every time. A children's movie doesn't have to be this cheap, low-effort, low-hanging schlock like the Emoji Movie will be. It's a copy of Wreck-It Ralph. It's totally a copy of Wreck-It Ralph. This movie has already been done, but better, by Wreck-It Ralph. They live in a virtual world where they basically live out existences that are on par with humans. Characters are introduced that are supposed to serve a specific function, but they don't want to because for some reason they have emotions when everybody else does not. The main characters have to go on some journey to find what they want. Ralph wanted his medal, and now these other emojis want to be able to do more than just what their specific function is. Oh, I f***ed it. You f***ed it up so bad. The difference between Wreck-It Ralph and the Emoji Movie is that the Emoji Movie is going to do it in a completely predictable way, in a completely low effort, oh, I already knew this was coming, sort of way. Look at the jokes in the trailer alone from the emojis. I'm the meh emoji. I say meh all the time. I have a meh attitude. Hey honey, what do you think of this thing? Wow. I didn't expect that joke to happen. That is the pinnacle of comedy. They made a super obvious punchline to an obvious setup. Oh man, I really feel like... And then it pans over to poo emoji. Go ahead, say it. Go on. Haha, because the joke is that he feels like crap. But they're not gonna say it because they can just show poo emoji instead. Haha, wow! Is it worth $10 of your hard-earned money to go into a theater and watch jokes play out the way you already know they will play out? Is it worth $10 to see a copy of a movie that is worse than the original version that already did it fantastically well? Is it worth it to pay $10 to see a movie that is about something that you can already experience perfectly well on your own phone? Is that worth $10? Is it worth $10 to see some dick scrape the bottom of the barrel and pluck a low-hanging fruit just so he can make a few quick $1 million? Is that worth it? To wrap everything up, I'm just going to say this, and I mean it. Wholeheartedly, I mean it. This movie is societal retardation incarnate. If this movie succeeds, it will show Hollywood and producers and writers and all this crap that they don't have to try hard anymore. They don't have to have a real story anymore. They can simply take something that people already know backwards and forwards and simply animate it. And they'll get tens of millions of dollars anyway. For nothing. For doing nothing. They don't have to be innovative anymore. They don't have to be inventive anymore. They don't have to be creative or original or inspired or anything like that anymore. They don't have to have proper storytelling anymore. They don't have to come up with new and hilarious jokes anymore. They don't have to make it well written so that it can appeal to young people and old people. If this movie succeeds, it'll show that they don't have to do any of that. It'll show that people really are stupid enough to want to see a movie made about tiny emojis, tiny emoticons, little stupid things that you tap on your smartphone screen. If your friend can hook you up with a free ticket, go see it. Free is free, friend. And if you're not paying for it, that's fine. Go watch it. Go have your beliefs confirmed. Go entertain one of your kids with that ticket. Go see it to see how bad it really is if you have the inclination. Because let's be honest, I'm probably going to watch it someday. But I'm not sure as hell not going to pay for it. I'm going to wait for it to come out on Netflix or Hulu. I'm going to get really drunk one night with some friends. And I'm just going to crap on it the whole time. But until it's available without having to pay a ridiculous box office price, hell no am I going to see it in theaters. And I would definitely discourage anybody else from seeing it in theaters. Because it really is that bad. It really is indicative of a huge problem that personally I've been noticing with Hollywood. Hollywood movies, especially during the past decade, are nothing but rehashes, reboots, sequels, and garbage like this. I don't even know how you'd classify the Emoji Movie. It's just stupid. Hey everybody, just want to say thanks for watching this long. If you liked what you heard / what you saw, please subscribe. You can like or dislike it if you want to. That's what the buttons are there for. Sorry the quality of this video is kind of less than what I wanted it to be. I kind of dropped the ball when I thought this movie was coming out. So I'm kind of on a time crunch in that respect. But thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you have a nice day. For the love of God, don't see the Emoji Movie in theaters.